so once you get done with that, you now have to, of course, collect that, which I have already done. And the second thing you have to do after getting that eyeball is you have to go and talk to Miss Pam Greer again.
You must once again
so she'll tell you this line, and then you don't have to wait for her to finish, but after that you press L1 and you will try to find these Rat King symbols, like this one right here. That's number 1. Whoops, almost got hit. Alright, not there. That's 2 spots. Another spot's going to be right back here at these speakers. You can go back here, you look up, it could be right here behind the speaker, which of course it is not. So then we go this way, and another spot it can be is over here on this patrol car. It'll be sitting right there on the badge. If it is not there. And don't worry, I'm going to show you all the locations and everything, so you don't have to worry about that. At least you'll be able to know where every single location is. Now this one is a little tricky, but if it could be right there on the side of that water tower. Another spot could be right here. It would be on top of that air vent. And if you hop down here, you need to go over here to this side. It could be on this right there, just like that. Now another spot could be right over here. It could be sitting down there on the floor. Now that one, what you'd have to do, of course, is what I just did. You'd have to jump and try to shoot it. And it's not that difficult to shoot it. So next we go over here. And these, like I said, these are all the locations that I know of. It could appear, be right back here on the back of that towel or whatever it is sitting up there. Another location. If you go up here, like where you have to do the parkour, you can go over here and look over here on the side of the building right there on top. It could be sitting right there. And of course, over this way, it could be in the zombie spawn window right here to your left, which of course it is not. Now the last locations it could be is going to be down in the subway, and there's 2 spots in the subway. One is the subway spawn area. You come down here, you go down here to the right. You're going to go over this way, you're going to look up, and it could be sitting right there between those bars. And then we go over this way to the other subway, and we try to look that way, and then that will be all the locations. And then all it is you just running around basically trying to find them. And you have to get 6 total. Now after you get all the symbols. Okay, it's not there. We continue. As you can see, each symbol you get turns a phone red, which means you can't use that phone. So after you get all the symbols, then what you're going to do is you find the phone that's ringing, and I will show you what to do with that step. Alright, it's not there. We keep going. And that's kind of a harder step. So what I'll do is, in that portion of the video, I will overlay a picture from Noah J456's video that shows the Morse code and everything, so you'll know what the codes can be, because the phone will beep in a Morse code, and you have to figure out the Morse code, which corresponds to a poster on the map. And the poster has the number on the bottom corner. So don't worry, I'll show you what to do with that. But this is basically all it is. You just keep running around trying to find the symbols, and then you move on to the Morse code step. So what I want to do is, now that you know where all the locations are, I'm just going to fast forward and get to the very last symbol and show you what to do. Okay, as you can see, this is my last symbol. So now after I've shot my 6th symbol, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head down to the subway and find the phone that is ringing, which is, you can see, is this one right here. So make sure there's no zombie and listen.
Greetings, young grasshopper. This is Pam.
Okay.
Sensei of the Black Cat.
So now what you're going to see on the screen is the different Morse codes you could possibly have. And you will see exactly which one that is. And what you do is you go by the first 5 dots or dashes. That's what you go by. And then you correspond that to, like, okay, so if I heard, dash, 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 dot, 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 then obviously that has got to be this one, which is... But if you heard dash, dash, dot, 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 then obviously your first one is probably going to end up being a 7. Now, here's the good thing about this. If you're like, oh crap, I can't remember what it was while I was looking, I didn't hear it clear enough, whatever, that's fine. All you do is you wait till you know where the zombie is at. You can go back and listen to it as much as you want. But if a zombie hits you or something, of course, it ends the phone call, yada, yada, yada. So what you need to do is go back, check it again, make sure you get the exact code correct, or you have to wait again. So you go over here, and of course I got a zombie, so I can't do it right now. Okay, so we're going to head back up here and listen again for the first few. Alright, so mine was dash, 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 dot, dot was the first 5, which is 8. And then it went dot, dash, 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 which is 1. And then it went dash, 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 dot, dot. So my poster is going to be 818. And that's how you figure it out. And then, of course, you run around the map and you try to find these posters, which are in different areas. Like here's one, 596. And that's all you do for this step right here. And we will move on to the next step once I find the poster, and I'll show you what to do there. That one's 713. But you know what? Let me go ahead and show you all the poster locations. That way you know where to look. So these are the locations. I showed you the one down in Spawn. I showed you the one beside the dojo. Here's one right here in the back alley. There's one up on the roof, which we'll go to now. And even if that's mine, I'll still show you the other locations that I know of. There's only a couple of them. There's not really that many locations. So you head up here to the roof. And your other location is going to be right back here. See, that one's 407. It's always going to be in the bottom corner or the bottom of the poster. So we head back down here again. I don't think I showed you this one, but I'm going to show it to you anyway just in case. And I went on the wrong side of the track. Alright, so here. And see, 818. This is my poster right here. So I walk up, I grab that poster, and now what I'm going to do is go to the roof of Inferno Disco. And once I get up there to the roof, I will place it on the spotlight. Now, I should have put this on my original tutorial video. I should have said it. I'm so sorry I did not. But you have to make sure you have one of the grenades that is an explosive grenade. You cannot do this with gas grenades. You have to have C4 or one of the explosives. So what you're going to do is you're going to aim right up here for this window where the X is. And kaboom. And then what you're going to do, of course, is kill all these ninja zombies that appear. Now, if you want to know where I'm getting damage from, it's from this DCM8. Because I forgot to change it. So that while I have infinite ammo, I also get damage, self-damage, which sucks. And because it's double packed, means the self-damage is worse. Okay. So now that we are done with that, we are on to the next step, which is answering these. Okay, so now our next step, as you can see, is going to be to fill and spell in a word. Now, as you can see, these ciphers are all over the place on this route. That's the only place you'll find them. They're not going to be hidden all over the map. Now, what you have to do is try and figure out what the word is meant to spell. So mine starts with C, and I have a list of the words. So it could either be charms, comic books, brain, or cryptid. So now I need to find out and see which one it could possibly be. So I'm looking at the symbols and be like, okay, so if it's charms, is there an 8? So far I've not seen an 8, so it's not. There's an R, so it could be one of the ones with R. And the other one is with an O. And I think I did see the O somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. Nope. But let's double check. And there's the O. So let's shoot the O. Okay, that sound means I failed. So if I failed, then I go back and like, okay, I have an N. Now the N's can be New York, Nightfall or Nunchuck. So again, I run around to see which ones I have, and then I go from there. Alright, so, nope, not one. Okay, so I didn't see the one for I didn't see the E, and I didn't see the other one. Interesting. Alright, we got I, so it's got to be Nightfall. So now I'll look for the G, which is right here. Now I'll look for the H. And this is all you do. Now, something you need to be aware of as well. If you've done like I have, and you have all the perks, be very careful when you reload. Because of a very particular problem. And that is if you reload while having blue bolts on, it will activate the symbol and fail you if you are near one or close enough to one when you do that. So you really need to be careful when you reload and doing this. Alright, now I got to find the F. Alright, it's not that one. But yeah, this is all you do. You just run around this area of the map, you look at all the symbols, and go from there. And I'll try to see if I can upload it to my Twitter account so you guys can actually have this alphabet. Because it really will make it a lot easier. Now I just got to find L twice and we'll be done. And then from here we can go on to the very next step. This is the L, by the way. It doesn't look like it, but that's the L. Now you can see I've only got one more L to find, and we should hear a gong. There we go. Alright, so now that we've had the gong, it is time for the next boss fight. Or mini boss fight, I should say. Sorry, I was closing out my word bank there. Alright. So what we're going to do for this boss, or mini boss fight, I keep saying boss fight, but mini boss fight. Same thing as the last one. You go up here, right here where you have to do the parkour, you hit the symbol, and you run over here and you start shooting the Rat King. Now with me, I have to be very careful because I have this self-damage stinking weapon.
Hands off.
So I have to be very careful, and but the good thing is if I can avoid... Yep, see, there we go. We now have finished the second mini boss fight. You grab the brain. And of course next you have to go and talk to Pam Grier again for the following step.